All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Kansas City Chiefs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. We're set. Ready? Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Play action. It's Newton. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now for the point after. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down now, Tubbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 9.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
That's what I do. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Say. Change. 8.
Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
50. That 180. Mike, 58 right there. 8.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Let's go.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
20.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They're running it.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Newton. Mike Williams, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
45. Mike, 45. Defense wins championships, man.
Mahomes now on first down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Oh, up and over.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
43. 43. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Echo. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Yellow. Hey, come on now. Come on now. Hey, 43, 15. Charlie. Watch Mike.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. It's Hill, complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
He's checking crap.
Now a give right side. Tubbs And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
One of the things that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down and 1.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Watch the whip.
Trying to get it with Snell. And an alley to run. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Benny Snell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40. That's complete to John Ross. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Newton. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Great. Here we go.
Throwing again. Newton. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 29, Newton. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Newton now to throw. Flush to his right. Hunter Henry brings it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Let's go. 26 months. I'm on.
On first down, it's Newton. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
What we got? 43. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 49. Yellow. Guys, Mike, 49.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Yellow. Yellow. I'm going to run you out.
On first down, Tubbs. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
49. Wow. 49. All day, just like that. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. And we got 15. Get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Now here's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike's 49. You don't know no better. 49, guys. Mike, 49. I got one. 49 to Mike. They can't hang with us. 49's the mic.
Throwing now is Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Gotta do better.
Come on.
QB, come on. 49, 49, guys. Mike, 49. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Focus, defense, focus.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes being chased out left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
Watch that in, tight end's right.
Yellow.
4 down. Exit. 49. Mike's 49.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jerry Tillery busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
49's the mic. 40's walking. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Yellow. I've got blue. Hey, 15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch time. Tight end right. Hey.
Attack.
4 down. Check, 45 is the mic. Check, 45 is the mic.
Now Mahomes. Able to find Shaheen here. Stopped shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey,
Attack, attack.
On second down, Tubbs. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Mahomes now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Ready? Ready?
58, Mike. Hey, let's get up.
Ready?
Now Newton on first down. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Chris Jones, a sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the left side. Tubbs. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Hey, 43, 15.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tubbs looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. 15. Alert 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tubbs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
Yellow. Let's go, ladies.
Hey, watch it.
Hey, 57.
March 49. March 4. Check.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
58, come on. 58.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Gets it to Gordon. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Newton to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
We got to step it up.
To throw again. Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And it's complete. Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. On 1st and 10, Newton. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Here we go.
After the sack on 1st down, Newton, he's going to have the hook up to Ross.
Here we go.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Watch time. Time is right.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that will be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They snap it to Newton. And that's caught by Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From the red zone now, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
20.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Throwing again is Newton. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tighten up. Check 26. Shift.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, Ripley.
49's the Mike. Watch 49. Silver. Mike's 49. Watch the slats.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Motion.
Hey, 43.
49's the Mike.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now the second down throw on target. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, here's Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now it's Newton. He's got Allen. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. That'll bring up second down.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. That's a line.
Snap. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Slam.
15.
Hey, check Mike. 20. Box try. 27. Hey, let's get that.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for his wideout. Incomplete. Brings up third down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
15.
Check Mike 27. Check. Zoom, fellas. Let's go. He said, watch. Mike 27. Mike 27. Mike 27.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Kansas City, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.